where business becomes show business. Now, live in studio and promoting the entrepreneurial spirit that drives the American economy, your host, Jamie Meloni.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to That Business Show with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business. If you're catching the show on the air for the first time, keep in mind you can find the show on here weekdays at 8 a.m. here on 1250 WHNZ. And this show is a positive show about all the business owners, entrepreneurs, political leaders, and people making a difference in and around the Tampa Bay and regional communities. Learn more about the show over at tampabayradio.com. Also on there, you'll see all of our past shows, and you'll see our extensive guest network. We're in our 11th week here, and racked up quite a bit of guests on the show. I usually interview two people on each of the shows, and if you click on our guest network, you'll see all their show cards and the people that have been on there, and click on their cards and you'll see their show interviews. All of our shows are streamed live here in the studio, so get some great information on the site. Also on the site, you'll notice that I sell real estate. This is my morning gig, and then I go rest of the day and sell lots of real estate. I've been selling real estate for about coming up on 8 years. Next week is my 8-year anniversary over at a Coldwell Banker in South Tampa. I'm a bank-owned property specialist, and I have sold over, I think, about 1,400 homes now, and I and my team work with about 45 different banks, asset managers, and servicers. So you'll see a lot of property listings on the site, and so it's a great resource for the Tampa Bay real estate market. You can also see all of my pre-listed properties on the home page. Just click on the link that says pre-list properties. A lot of people are not familiar with how the bank process works from the real estate side once the property completes the foreclosure. But after the foreclosure, they are typically assigned to a real estate agent, and then they may not hit the market for weeks to even months after that. So you can see all of our listings, and we usually have about 100 properties in a pre-listed status at any given time. So everyone will eventually hit the MLS, but you'll be ahead of the game by checking out the property list and conducting your own due diligence, and be ready to get that offer in right away. A lot of the properties end up going very quickly, and if you're not ready for the property when it hits the market, a lot of people are missing them. And I deal with frustrated people every single day because there are a lot of people that are watching the MLS constantly, and as soon as the property hits the multiple listing service, again, that's our database of all the properties, they send over the offers right away, and some of these properties can go within hours. So be sure to check out tampabayradio.com for that, and also for lots more information on the show as well as our show lineup. I post the lineup on the website each Sunday, and that cycles throughout the week, so you can see who's coming in and each and every day. And also we have a show calendar. The show is usually booked out about a month ahead, and so a lot of great information on the site. And also you can connect with me on all the social networking sites, social media, from facebook.com/thatbusinessshow, Twitter under Jamie_Meloni, and also please follow me over on SoundCloud, and I got a YouTube channel as well for all the show videos. Great show planned for you as always. In just a moment, I'll be talking with William Shemensky, CEO of Social Finity. We'll be talking about mobile marketing and brand marketing and website development, a little bit of app development. The guy's done it all, so a lot of great information from him. We'll be talking with him in just a moment. And on the second part of the show, and he'll probably chime in on the first part and throughout as well, Charlie the plumber is in studio today. Charlie, I'm just going to go ahead and bring you in right now. Charlie, how you doing today?
Oh, doing great, Jamie. You know what? It's just another beautiful day outside, and I'm just glad to be here and spend a little bit of quality family time with you, brother.
Charlie's in here every Thursday on behalf of Yeager and Company. Yeager and Company, a sponsor of the show, does the Remodeler's Corner on the 8:30 time slot every Thursday. Learn more about Jim Yeager and his a great company over at YeagerFlooring.com. They are a third-generation contracting firm, and they're more than just a flooring company, so don't let the website confuse you. They'll help you with anything from remodeling, flooring, kitchens, baths, and maybe even build you a new home even. So YeagerFlooring.com, done a lot of work with Jim, and he's a stand-up guy and very reputable, and again, third generation. And so Charlie's in here on behalf of him. Jim Yeager unable to be in studio with us, recovering from a surgery, so of course we wish him well. Well, let's go going to bring on my first guest. William Shemensky, founder of Social Affinity Marketing Group, created the company to give clients a better understanding on how to connect with clients through social media. In the past 4 years, William has been fortunate to work with several artists such as Billboard Producer of the Decade Rudy Perez, multi-Grammy award-winning singer and songwriter and producer Mark Hudson, and award-winning sound engineer David Frangione of Inspire and Develop Artists IDA, commonly known as IDA. He has also worked with and currently sits on the board of directors for the Latin Songwriters Hall of Fame. William, welcome to the show today.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for having me, Jamie.
Yeah, that's quite an extensive resume, and you're new into the Tampa Bay region. You're working out of, was that Miami?
Out of the Miami area. I just moved out here about a year ago, and what a warm welcome I've received from the community. Just happy to be here, and just opened our corporate headquarters here in Tampa, so very, very happy.
What brought you out of Miami into the Tampa Bay region?
We started noticing a lot of businesses here reaching out, inquiring about our services, and instead of traveling back and forth, we decided, let's open up a satellite office initially. Business really started booming here and working within the community, and I decided to move out here. Met a girl.
Oh, that's always a catalyst for relocation.
Sweet.
And that's moved me around a few times as well, and things didn't work out. I'm still a single guy and everything. So, but yeah, I could definitely owe my placement to a couple of girls in my past and stuff. So, how's that going though? Is that working out for you?
Fantastic.
All right,
Fantastic.
good to hear. Hopefully it stays positive. I am not the best in the relationship, so it doesn't usually work out for me. That's why I'm 37 years old. And still single here and everything, so I congratulate you and wish you the best on that. Tell me about the history of Social Affinity, and you can learn more about his company over at socialaffinity.com. But talk to me about the path to entrepreneurship and how you launched this company.
I come from corporate America. My family, we started a number of franchise systems, essentially from concept to franchise. We've been fortunate. Fruit smoothies and wraps, Dr. G's weight loss and wellness clinics, Dental Fix RX. Those are all our franchise systems. And while working in these franchise systems, I noticed a need for that small and medium-sized business owner. Not only the franchisor offering the product, but really the hand-holding. Taking them step by step in establishing their business, understanding the marketing needs, creating those campaigns and follow-up process, etc. And so I decided to start what is now Social Affinity Marketing Group. And that's who I'm really catering to, are those small, medium-sized business owners, because they've been burned a lot of times, whether it's whatever form of advertising it might be. Where most fail is they don't educate the business owner. Right. So, yeah, let's make those phone rings. Let's make people come through the doors. But
yeah, it's always a challenge in advertising for a small business to know if they're getting a return on the investment. I mean, when it's a big corporation, they have their marketing budget, they put it out there, and they set it and forget it, so to speak. But when you're a small business owner, that's a challenge. I mean, am I getting money back on that billboard ad? Am I getting money back on the radio spot that I'm running? It's a challenge and stuff. And so your company helps guide business owners in this arena?
Absolutely. We help them understand what the platforms can do for the business. We help them create the proper messaging for the different platforms. We help them quantify. We help them with the follow-up process, which is critical. You spend so much money on customer acquisition, and you get them through your doors, and you're not collecting information. And information is king.
Absolutely.
So grab that email, grab that mobile number, start engaging with these customers. It's cheaper to keep that customer than continuing to find that new customer.
Yeah.
So we need both, obviously, but a lot of business owners, once we've obtained a customer, we become indifferent. And your
no, that's very
start to
true.
fail.
It's very true. A lot of people focus so much on getting somebody new in that they forget about the people that they already have, and that's something that I try to remind people all the time of. Don't forget about the people that you already have, and I know everybody wants to have new. But yeah, it's definitely a very good point and something that needs to be on the mind of every business owner out there. I'd rather have a couple quality, customers than a bunch of people that just kind of pass through and take some general information from me and don't actually buy or use my service. So definitely a good tip. Now let's talk about mobile marketing. You have some great information on this topic and the importance of mobile marketing. So let's talk a little some more about this.
Well, a few years ago, my chief information officer and I, on a late night phone call, we started talking, throwing around ideas as creatives do. And I said, wouldn't it be cool if you could text something and get a response for a business? And by the time we hung up, he had the first prototype of what now is our text message platform. And essentially, our platform allows the business owner to communicate and engage on the most intimate piece of technology that we carry,
right?
Our mobile phone.
Okay, so explain to me how this text application works. I mean, how is this benefiting a business owner, and why would I come to you for this service? So tell me a little bit more about this.
Sure. Well, first is understanding the relationship that we have with the phone. And I'll ask you a very simple question. If you left this morning and forgot your phone, would you go back and get it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd have to. Yeah, I get about 50 to 70 phone calls a day.
That's only if you want to make money, right?
Yeah, and not to mention all the texts and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely. And we always, business owners, we've been taught to concentrate on the email and the email and the email. Well, I don't know about you, but it's come to a point that I don't read most of my emails. I'm deleting them. I have assistants to read the emails because I'm getting 200 at a time, and most of them are marketing messages, right?
Right.
When was the last time you didn't read a text message?
Right.
We always read the text
I'm an email
message.
guy. I got to admit, I'm still an email guy. I'm having a hard time getting on the text because I've put 7 years into my business, and I got this great tracking system. And the text I can't track very good, so I don't like the text because and I'm talking about in the real estate space because I have so many properties, so many different communications on. So I'm managing 40, 50 closings at any given time. So I direct all my realtors and buyers and stuff. Please email me and stuff. And a lot of them still want to text me and everything. So still trying to break that. But you're saying you've got some tools that help with this, correct?
Oh, absolutely. When we compare email to text message marketing, on a perfect day, you send out an email and everything's perfect. Subject line is perfect. Everything looks good. You have a 24% open rate. When you send out a text message, you have a 98% open rate.
Is there same laws that under you have the Canned Spam Act, or when you do your email blast? Is text under that same category, or is text under a different law?
No, we are governed by the CTIA, and we absolutely are under the same spam laws. So you can't just arbitrarily text someone. So when you come over to us, you can't say, "Hey, I have this phone list.
Right,
let me upload it." No, folks have to opt in. They have to know why.
Okay,
they're
so it's still
in.
under the same. Okay, I didn't know if text was maybe fell out under the do not call protocols, or so there is definitely guidelines associated with text. You don't see really mass text messaging. You see all kinds of mass emails, but you're saying mass text messaging is the wave of the future of in mobile marketing. Then you're saying
mass text messaging from a database that you have created, and that's what we teach you how to do, is create your own database. So, for instance, the real estate market, that's a phenomenal example. What's the common indicator that a house is for sale? I'm driving through a neighborhood. What's the common indicator?
The for sale sign?
The for sale sign, absolutely. So what happens? I'm the buyer. I get out of the car. I go and start peeking through the window, see what I can see, walk around the backyard. I'll come back up to the sign. You might have one of those tubes with flyers in it. I'll take out that flyer, jump in my car, and I'm gone. You, as the real estate professional, receive nothing.
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, absolutely.
So now we have a program, and it's a special app just for real estate professionals. And what we do is that same sign, we add a text engagement.
Hold that thought. I want to take a quick break, but coming back from the break, I want to hear a lot more information about this. And if you're just tuning in, we're talking with William Sheminsky, CEO of Social Affinity Marketing Group, here on That Business Show with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business.
Are you looking for a local real estate firm that knows the market and has your interests in mind? Then contact Jim McPeak at McPeak Real Estate Firm, a family-owned business whose agents have over 60-plus years of experience in the Tampa Bay market. Many of the agents are military veterans that know the VA process for buying a home and are proud to help our military members in any way they can. From residential to commercial real estate, McPeak Real Estate Firm is here to help. Contact Jim at 813-495-3875 and learn more at McPeakTeam.com.
Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage want you to experience the thrill of one-day underwriting and the comfort in knowing your loans will be clear to close in record time. While the competition looks to a lost closing date, Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage focus on their 12-day clear to close. They do this by utilizing their world-class operations staff to underwrite your loan within 6 hours, process your loan in 12 days, and have your loan closed in time. Underwritten in 6 hours. Cleared to close in 12 days. Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage.
Hey there, it's Lynn Wise, the founder of Wise Business Advisors and Contractor Business Alliance. I am a certified value builder advisor, and I help business owners build a company that will allow them to have the business that they dreamed of when they started. Why did you go into business for yourself? I'm sure it was not to work 100 hours a week with no work-life balance and no financial freedom. What am I talking about? I'm talking about building a business that provides value to you and your family now and in the future. You can learn about the 8 essential areas of a business that you must build to have a business that can be an asset for your future. Go to wisebusinessadvisors.com and take the Value Builder score. It is free and will deliver your score immediately on how you are doing on building a valuable business for you and your family. Or call me at 772-834-8513 to learn more about the Value Builder system.
In the market for a reverse mortgage? Contact Access Reverse, a local company with personalized service in the Bay Area. Call them at 727-347-0305 or visit accessreverse.com for a no-cost, no-obligation consultation. They'll come to your home and speak with you about the best options for your reverse mortgage. Plus, they offer the lowest closing costs. Don't just get a reverse mortgage. Get the right reverse mortgage with Access Reverse. Visit accessreverse.com. NMLS number 4566. Are you in need of new flooring or ready to tackle that home remodeling project? Then contact Yeager & Company Incorporated, a family-owned, state-certified general contracting business with over 70 years of experience and the recipient of the Angie's List Super Service Award for the last 8 years in multiple categories. Yeager & Company comes to you with their shop-at-home flooring sales service, and their hardwood flooring refinishing is the very best in the Bay. Kitchen and bath design featuring American-made, well-born cabinets, and all work is done by employees, not subcontractors. Learn more at YeagerFlooring.com.
This report is brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. Advance Auto Parts introduces Speed Perks Rewards Program. Spend $100 and get $20 off your next qualified purchase. No cards, no points, no nonsense. See details online at advanceautoparts.com.
From the Bright House Network's Traffic Center.
275 northbound has the left lane blocked at Pinellas Point Drive for a serious crash. Backups are starting at the toll plaza. From there, you're going to find your usual 275 delays. Veterans Expressway southbound bumper to bumper from Gun Highway down to Waters. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Utica Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595.
Unusually warm today with a 40% chance of rain, high 86. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 72. Tomorrow, 30% rain chance, high 86.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Meloni on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Meloni.
Welcome back, everybody, to That Business Show with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business. Keep in mind, you can catch this show on here weekdays at 8 a.m. and learn more about this show over at TampaBayRadio.com. Currently talking with William Shemensky of Socialfinity Marketing Group. He is the CEO, and learn more about them over at socialfinity.com. And William, before the break, we were talking about an app that is for realtors and selling the home. So let's continue that conversation.
Sure. So, what we've developed is, instead of just having the common real estate for sale sign, we add a text engagement. So now that sign would include a message that read something like, text house to 21777 to get instant pictures and videos of this house. Well, we're satisfying that instant need for gratification that we live in today, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody wants instant gratification. So now you're able to provide that to that prospect. So they're going to text house, they're going to get a text message, and they're going to get all the realtors' contact information. They're going to get an app that has all the realtors' other listings, virtual tours, community information such as schools, parks, recreation. They also get a mortgage calculator, which is really important because even if they decide not to purchase that house and they're looking, they're going to continuously use that app because that's the one that provided the mortgage calculator. But the best part of that system is that real estate professional just got a text message that said, hey, this person is standing in front of 123 Happy Street. Talk about a warm lead. Now he can pick up the phone and say, hey, this is Jamie. Can I set up a preview for you? Can I set up a viewing for you? Mm-hmm. And if they say, hey, you know what? It is for me. It's too expensive or not the right house. you have that data which allows you to send them information when you get a new listing.
Right.
So that's the value.
Now, I've seen these apps. I know our company has a variation of this, the text application and everything. How does your app work? Is this in an app store for consumers? Is this something realtors have got to come and buy and then put a sign or a sign writer on the sign? Tell me a little bit more about how the app works and the name of it.
Sure. It's a social affinity product. It's our real estate module. It's not an app that you download from the App Store. Each one is customized to that specific realtor or real estate professional. You access it by text. They can either text in a keyword like house, and as a matter of fact, that is a live demo. So you're more than welcome to text house to 21777 and preview that, and it leads you to that application with all that information. As far as for the real estate professional is concerned, we do all the work for you. So we're going to upload all your listings, all the pictures, all the videos. We take care of all the graphics needed for that sign. So really all we need is a phone call. You provide us the details and we take care of the rest for you.
Now, I want to come back to the text message marketing because that's something that I'm interested in. I do the email blasts, and as you were saying, the open rates are low, and no matter how many people you have, and a lot of them end up going to trash because of the number of the recipients, and a lot of them I think just end up getting blocked by servers altogether. People don't even know that they're on a list because their servers are blocking them. How does the text messaging app work? Is this something you do from your phone? Is there a portal that you log into? How do you do the messaging?
Well, the one thing with Social Affinity is that we are a fully managed solution. So we do provide you a dashboard, a username and password, which allows you to create campaigns if you choose to do so. It allows you to view all the numbers that are coming in. It provides a map that shows you exactly where that person was when they texted in, which is valuable information. However, we help you with the messaging. It's really as simple as say, hey, William, listen, I have a new listing or I have a new campaign. We're going to discuss the strategy. We're going to train your team. We're going to roll it out for you. We'll make the updates. We'll report on it. So all we really need is communication. If you want to create your own campaigns, absolutely, you have full access. But what our value is guiding you. Make sure that call to action is the way it should be. Make sure the follow-up process has been discussed and we have some kind of process for that as well.
And you're saying the open rates on text blasts are like 90-some percent?
98%. And again, if you just think of your own behaviors, I've been at church and I know I get a text message because I feel it vibrating in my pocket, and I'm praying to God that I don't reach into my pocket and look at the text message. We start to itch.
Yeah.
Yes.
I find it funny. To me, a text and an email is basically the same thing. It's a written communication, but yet they, to us, they're so different though. And like an email is annoying, but a text is something. Oh yeah, this is neat. So there's definitely a disconnect somehow between the email and the text. I don't know. My stepkids always tell me that email is kind of for the old man and text is for the young generation and stuff. Because I always tell them email me. Like no, I want to text. And so I'm still buying into the whole texting thing. Like I said, I don't like it as much because I can't track the messages as easily as I can with my email database and the system that I've developed just through the years. How do the people that are on a text list unsubscribe, though? With the email, you have the unsubscribe button at the bottom so you can easily get off the list. How does that work?
Well, that's a great question, and actually I'm going to answer a few of these things. In terms of tracking, you can, with our system, you are able to track whether or not that person clicked on a link, whether or not they opened or redeemed an offer that you sent. So if we send out a mobile coupon, maybe it's a free appetizer when you purchase 2 entrees at regular price, I know when you received the text and I know when you redeemed the coupon.
And how do you unsubscribe, though? I mean, that's always an important thing because
Sure.
you don't want to get yourself in trouble because you can't get somebody off a list. How does that work?
Sure. Each message that goes out has a compliance text within that says reply stop to end, and it's just that simple. All you have to do is reply stop, and on that point, I talk to a lot of folks. Oh, I get all these text messages that I didn't request and selling junk cars and whatever it is. those companies that do that are uncompliant. And what they do, they purchase a system that allows them to dump numbers in there and blast out without any authorization. And I agree, that's annoying, that's intrusive.
Okay. Some great information. You got to wrap it up. Going to hit the bottom of our break. But thank you very much, William. Some great information. Learn more about him over at socialfinity.com. Thanks very much, William. If you're just tuning in, that was William Schmensky, CEO of Socialfinity Marketing Group, on That Business Show with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business.
Hi, welcome to Yeager's. We just want to take a minute and show you what we're all about. At Yeager's, our primary business is hardwood flooring, although we are remodelers for kitchen, bath, and general construction. We operate a fleet of shop-at-home vans that have all the flooring-type products, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, tiles, stone, what have you. So we're able to come out first with products in our vehicles and take a look at the setting, how the colors will work, and then to be able to come up with some options and ideas for you. If that's not good enough, we have a large distribution center that we inventory product and have a nice display area.
We take very seriously our obligations to our clients, many who come to us in their most desperate hour. Our mission is you, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
All loans subject to OnDeck score approval must be missed since at least 1 year to apply. Every day, more and more small business owners are trusting OnDeck for the quick, hassle-free funding they need.
As restaurant owners, my husband and I simply don't have the time for the tedious processing and long waits when it comes to bank financing. OnDeck's process is quick, easy to understand, and gives us the ability to grow our business.
Our accounting firm was in need of working capital. OnDeck was terrific and came through with the funding we needed within 24 hours.
At OnDeck, we focus on your business operations and not just your credit score, and we can help with true term loans of up to $250,000. Our loan costs and terms are transparent and understandable, and our application process takes as little as 10 minutes. OnDeck is a publicly listed company on the New York Stock Exchange, and we've provided over $2 billion nationwide. So if you're a small business owner who's looking for a trustworthy lender, funding could be available in just one business day. Go to OnDeckLending.com or call 800-934-1462. That's 800-934-1462.
This report is brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. Advance Auto Parts introduces Speed Perks Rewards Program. Spend $100 and get $20 off your next qualified purchase. No cards, no points, no nonsense. See details online at advanceautoparts.com.
From the Bright House Network's Traffic Center.
275 northbound stop and go around Pinellas Point Drive. We had an accident blocking the left lane. From there, you're seeing your normal delays throughout Hillsborough County. On I-4, it's stop and go from the Selma Connector into 275. It looks like 75 northbound is heavy from I-4 to Fowler. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Utica Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595.
1250 winds weather center forecast today. A 40% chance of scattered showers and storms. We'll see sunshine mixed with clouds. A little more heavy on the clouds throughout the day. Mid-80s for the high. Tonight's lows, low 70s. Impact Radio, 1250 winds.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Meloni on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Meloni.
Welcome back, everybody, to That Business Show with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business. Keep in mind, you can find the show on here weekdays at 8 a.m. on 1250 WHNZ, and you can also watch us live here in studio. Just head over to TampaBayRadio.com. There is a link for the live stream, and so please help support the show by visiting the website, watching the live stream. Also, please help support the show sponsors on the page. There is a tab for the preferred providers. Please click on that, contact them if you can use any of their services, and let them know that you're supporting them because they're supporting the show here. And again, this is a show for the community, for the business owners out there, and it's a show with a positive message. You know, take a break from all the political talk that's on the airwaves. Although Charlie's in here today, I know he's probably going to bring up a talking point or two. Always got to control him, but it's a show about business owner and entrepreneurship, and people making a difference in and around the community. So tune in each and every weekday at 8 a.m. And if you don't catch the show live, you can always find me on all the different social networking sites. We get the shows up usually within 24 to 48 hours. You can find me on iTunes as well under the name That Business Show. Just search for that if you're a podcast enthusiast. And we put them all up on SoundCloud and YouTube, as well as TampaBayRadio.com. So a lot of places to catch the show and a lot of great information that is being disseminated throughout the show. Oh, it's time for the Remodeler's Corner, a weekly feature sponsored by Yeager & Company. Learn more about them over at YeagerFlooring.com. They are a third-generation family-owned business, and they can do anything from flooring to kitchen and bath remodelings, and just a great all-around company, and they've got people on staff. They don't sub out all the work, so you're dealing with a company that can control the people that they're sending to your home, and so highly recommended. And Jim Yeager, owner of the company, just an amazing stand-up guy, and he really goes above and beyond to satisfy the client's needs. And he's done a number of jobs for me, and he's been working with the show here since its launch on February 2nd. And I appreciate all the support and effort that he's put into the show. And unfortunately, he's not able to be in the studio with us today, but over the last month or so now, we've had Charlie Palavita, fellow subcontractor of Yeager & Company, that's been in studio. Charlie, how you doing today?
Oh, doing great, Jamie. I'd like to give a shout out to Jim Yeager, my Marine Corps brother. Semper Fi, Jim. Hey, to you and our Marine Corps family. We're praying for your quick recovery, and we hope you're feeling well today, Jim. And Jim Yeager is just another great American. His company does the most beautiful work, Jamie, and as you know, you've seen a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
and,
we just had that up on the Streamcast as well, YeagerFlooring.com. They got an amazing showroom of flooring products and much more up there, so you can actually go up there and see some of the stuff hands-on. And again, they're up in Odessa, and learn more about them over at YeagerFlooring.com.
Sure, yeah, Google Yeager & Company or call them at 727-375-0206. And yeah, it's just another great day to be alive in America, Jamie. And like I tell my Marine Corps brothers, it's a good day to be dead if you're a terrorist, so kill them when you can. Hoorah!
And Charlie, always the opinionated guy here on the studio. That's why I say I got to control him a little bit here. He starts getting off on these tangents and stuff. He he keeps telling me, Jamie, you need to do a political show. You need to do a political show. I'll be in here every day with you and everything. So yeah, I was like, no. I want to keep it neutral and everything. Keep in mind, I'm selling real estate here. I want to attract customers. I don't want to segregate half my audience out there. So I keep it neutral and everything. So
I will do that, sir. After all, I am Charlie, the Christian, capitalist, conservative, politically incorrect plumber. And for that, I apologize to no one.
Hey, you don't have to apologize. No, everybody has their opinions, and I respect everybody's opinions out there. So I appreciate you, also your service to the country. As a Marine, I always thank our veterans, and always say I wish I had gotten into the military. I was not one for commitment. I took the ASVAB. I met the recruiter out of high school, and at the end of the day, I was like, man, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to get ticked off at this boot camp guy, and I'm just going to tell him off, and I'm going to get kicked out of there because
you would have been great at it, Jamie.
I probably would have gotten through it, yeah. But I just fear commitment. And I saw these, after you go through the boot camp of 8 to 12 weeks, depending on which one you go into, and then you got years of service, and I was like, man.
Oh, piece of cake! Look at you. You're a top realtor. You've sold so many homes. Hey, that's commitment, brother.
But I could go at any point, though. That's always been key to my personality. I have to know that I could leave at any point, and I don't know. The military scared me for that reason, and I always respect the people that are able to make that commitment as you did, and so I appreciate that very much.
Well, you know what? That's one of the best commitments anybody can make. Is going out there and killing terrorists. Kill them all.
So we talked on the program over the last few weeks, a new program that Yeager & Company is putting out, the PI to PI program. Let's talk about that for the listeners that aren't familiar with this.
Yes, from Paris Island, a private industry. Jim Yeager's trying to give back to his Marine Corps family, trying to help these young veterans getting out of the Marine Corps honorably discharged to help them find jobs in the private industry. A lot of them go to the government jobs as well, but we're trying to help them out getting jobs in the private industry. Jim Yeager being a great capitalist, and we're trying to just help them out because private industry can very, very well benefit from these Marines with their training, with their discipline, with their ability to overcome and to adapt and to get the job done. I mean, this is a lot of things that our corporate world can take advantage of. Hey, it's something the IRS could take advantage of. The head of the IRS was saying, well, we're getting less money, so we're only able to answer 40% of the calls. So, isn't that appalling? They're only going to answer 4 out of 10 calls. He says, yeah, we're going to do less because we have less. See, the Marine Corps motto is do more with less. Do the most with the least amount. I mean, the IRS ought to take a little hint from this. Just because you're getting less money, it's just like the private industry. If you're a corporation, a lot of them have downsized, and employees are doing 2 jobs instead of just 1. You know what? The IRS can take a lead from this.
Hey, there's a flip side of that, though. Audits are down. I mean, they have less resources, so there's less audits out there.
You mean I didn't have to pay that big chunk of change the other day?
You know how many people I talk to that don't pay? You know how many people I talk to that don't pay? And it's incredible. I think there's like 20% of our tax base that just don't pay. They don't file, and it's just incredible. But, yeah, and the chances of getting audit, are even lower these days. I was reading a report that less than, 0.5% or something of business owners can expect to get an audit, and especially if you're just under the 250,000 and under range, I think it was. And so there's a flip side of that. There's definitely a benefit.
Well, the IRS just spent a whole bunch of money. They bought a stair climber. They bought office furniture for $4 million. They spent another $4 million on frivolous commercials when they could have used that money to hire people to answer the darn phone. Hey, how about that? Wouldn't that be brilliant? Because, hey, if you're an accountant and you have a question, like my sister-in-law, she'll call the IRS, and she's having problems because, you know what, even every year you got a different program. You got more tax laws. Let's abolish the IRS. Let's go to a flat tax, a consumption tax. Let's make it simple. And, to me, you get people like Lois Lerner, who actually perjured herself, or she was held in contempt of Congress, and now Eric Holder's not even going to charge her. I'm thinking this is brilliant. People can go after conservative groups and still not be held accountable. Let's make things fair. Let's get rid of the IRS or downsize the IRS and have some type of consumption tax. And I think that would be a lot more palatable to all of us business owners.
Yeah, I'd like to see a flat tax. I'm a proponent of the flat tax as well, but it just, it'll never happen. It's never going to happen.
Because the IRS has too much power.
It's never going to happen.
And the head of the IRS, he needs to be fired. Let me tell you what, he's such a obnoxious,
obnoxious person. Keep it.
Oh, he's flippant. He's he just won't even give the Congress a straight answer, Jamie. And I'm sick and tired of these. You can't even fire a government official when they do something wrong. Hey, they had the DEA agents that were at prostitution parties with the drug dealers, and they came and fired the DEA agents for taking guns and soliciting the prostitutes at these parties. I mean, what's this world coming to,
Now, yesterday we just came off of tax day. Did you get your taxes filed in time?
No, I sure did. And, you got to write them that big check, and you don't have any more money left in the bank. That really sucks.
Yeah, that's. I was talking yesterday with Jessica Ravelli with Working Women of Tampa Bay. We're talking about Equal Pay Day and all that stuff. But, yeah, it's a challenge keeping up with the books as a small business owner. I myself always file an extension. My tax day is in September. So I'm not afraid to admit it. I just pay the penalty and then go on with myself because I'm so focused on selling the real estate that I forget that, oh, shoot, I got to pay taxes and stuff on top of that. And so many people I run into, you'd be surprised at the number of people that haven't paid in years. And it usually takes like 6-7 years for somebody like another small business owner before the IRS even catches them. That's how long it takes if you just didn't file to get caught.
So you're telling me I didn't have to pay them that check?
Oh, they'll catch you eventually. No, they'll catch you, but with the limited resources that they have, the incidences of audits are greatly reduced this year. But I'm just saying, if you just say I'm not paying the IRS ever again, you're going to keep running your business unless somebody turns you in. I've seen some of my friends that I know that haven't paid in 5 to 7 years. And
well, the fair tax or flat tax, everybody would pay. It just wouldn't be the rich people. I mean, everybody, even the drug dealers that have cash businesses, everybody would have to contribute. I mean, I'm all for paying my fair share, but let's let everybody else pay their fair shares as well. And the rich people, they shouldn't be unfairly taxed. I mean, where are they going to be happy when they take 90% of their money or when they take all their money? The way that some of these politicians are, they want to basically kill the rich people and take their money. They think they're evil rich people. You know what, though? A poor person's never given me a job. It's the rich people that keep this economy going. It's not our stinking government.
Yeah, well, I'd say, I think the stats are 50% of our income goes out in some form of a tax, not necessarily the income tax, but gas tax, food tax, employee tax, payroll tax, all that stuff that comes out of the checks.
Do we ever own property, really? When we got to keep on paying property tax year after year after year, we should have one property tax.
That's a common talking point right there with property taxes. You never fully own property because, at any point you don't pay your property taxes.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
The government always got their hands in my pockets, and they don't even, give me a reach around.
Okay. Had to keep it clear. I knew Charlie was going to come out with something. All right, I got to take a quick break here. Got to hit the soft break here. But if you're just tuning in, you're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business.
Are you looking for a local real estate firm that knows the market and has your interests in mind? Then contact Jim McPeak at McPeak Real Estate Firm, a family-owned business whose agents have over 60-plus years of experience in the Tampa Bay market. Many of the agents are military veterans that know the VA process for buying a home and are proud to help our military members in any way they can. From residential to commercial real estate, McPeak Real Estate Firm is here to help. Contact Jim at 813-495-3875 and learn more at McPeakTeam.com.
Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage want you to experience the thrill of one-day underwriting and the comfort in knowing your loans will be clear to close in record time. While the competition looks to a lost closing date, Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage focus on their 12-day clear to close. They do this by utilizing their world-class operations staff to underwrite your loan within 6 hours, process your loan in 12 days, and have your loan closed in time. Underwritten in 6 hours, cleared to close in 12 days. Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage.
Hey there, it's Lynn Wise, the founder of Wise Business Advisors and Contractor Business Alliance. I am a certified value builder advisor, and I help business owners build a company that will allow them to have the business that they dreamed of when they started. Why did you go into business for yourself? I'm sure it was not to work 100 hours a week with no work-life balance and no financial freedom. What am I talking about? I'm talking about building a business that provides value to you and your family now and in the future. You can learn about the 8 essential areas of a business that you must build to have a business that can be an asset for your future. Go to wisebusinessadvisors.com and take the Value Builder score. It is free and will deliver your score immediately on how you are doing on building a valuable business for you and your family. Or call me at 772-834-8513 to learn more about the Value Builder system.
In the market for a reverse mortgage? Contact Access Reverse, a local company with personalized service in the Bay Area. Call them at 727-347-0305 or visit accessreverse.com for a no-cost, no-obligation consultation. They'll come to your home and speak with you about the best options for your reverse mortgage. Plus, they offer the lowest closing costs. Don't just get a reverse mortgage. Get the right reverse mortgage with Access Reverse. Visit accessreverse.com. NMLS number 4566. Are you in need of new flooring or ready to tackle that home remodeling project? Then contact Yeager & Company Incorporated, a family-owned, state-certified general contracting business with over 70 years of experience and the recipient of the Angie's List Super Service Award for the last 8 years in multiple categories. Yeager & Company comes to you with their shop-at-home flooring sales service, and their hardwood flooring refinishing is the very best in the Bay. Kitchen and bath design featuring American-made, well-born cabinets, and all work is done by employees, not subcontractors. Learn more at YeagerFlooring.com.
This report is brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. Wondering if your car's battery is reaching the end of the line? Stop by Advance Auto Parts. They'll test it for you, free of charge. And if you do need a new battery, they'll install that too. Again, no charge. Only at Advance Auto Parts.
From the Bright House Network's Traffic Center.
Heading across the Courtney Campbell eastbound is jammed from the Big Bridge into Rocky Point. I'm seeing delays on 275 northbound heading into Pinellas Point Drive. We have that left lane blocked at stop and go throughout the area. Veterans Expressway southbound also very heavy from Gun Highway to Waters. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Utica Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595.
Unusually warm today with a 40% chance of rain, high 86. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 72. Tomorrow, 30% rain chance, high 86.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Meloni on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Meloni.
Welcome back, everybody, to That Business Show with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business. Keep in mind, you can catch this show on here weekdays at 8 a.m. here on 1250 WHNZ. And also, you can learn more about the show over at TampaBayRadio.com. I've had a great, entertaining show so far today. On the first part of the show, we're talking with William Shemensky, CEO of Social Affinity Marketing Group. Got some great information from him on mobile marketing. So learn more about him over at socialfinity.com. And each and every Thursday at the bottom of the hour is the Remodelers Corner, sponsored by Yeager and Company, a third generation contracting business based up in Odessa, Florida right now. Got a great showroom up there, and they're available to help you with all your construction needs, from flooring to kitchen and bath remodeling and so much more. And Jim Yeager, been in here a number of times. Unfortunately, not able to be in studio with us this week, recovering from a surgery, so we wish him well. But learn more about them over at YeagerFlooring.com, and please help support him. And he does some great work, and he's a Marine here along with Charlie the plumber. And Charlie's in studio today, substituting for Jim. Hopefully you're representing Yeager and Company. Hopefully Jim's not on the other end listening to us saying, "Oh my God, I wish I was in there controlling this guy."
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's a hard one to step in for. God bless you, Jim. We're all rooting for your quick recovery. Remember, Yeager Flooring, they do just more than flooring. They do the most beautiful kitchens and bathrooms from top to bottom. And, if they want to see the bathrooms that they've done, they have brochures with some of the most beautiful custom jobs. And they do the regular average homes as well, but they're all so beautiful. They get the nice, beautiful finished product at the end of the job. And we try to make every customer.
And you're a
happy.
subcontractor for him. You have your own plumbing company and everything. How long have you been working with Jim Yeager over at Yeager and Company?
Oh, for a year now. But it's like being a Marine Corps, his Marine Corps brother. Just when I first talked to him on the phone, I loved the guy right away. He's just a stand-up contractor. They do awesome work. And I've been in business for 22 years myself as a master plumber, and I'm becoming one of the senior master plumbers. And
yeah, how do you become a master plumber? Master of anything in the trade industry. Is that something that there's actually an organization that designates you as that, or is that something people just throw around?
Sure, no. It's the school of hard knocks. Right. You go to an apprenticeship school. Most of them are 3 to 4 years. Then you become eligible to take your journeyman's exam, and then you have to be a journeyman for 3 to 4 years before you're eligible to take your master's exam.
What's it mean to be a journeyman? Is that an apprentice under a master plumber? Or
no.
An
apprentice is when they're going to school, and when they graduate, they can take actually a written exam and a practical exam to where they can show that they have the skills, necessary to put the pipes together and to actually know the codes and how to put in the proper plumbing per what we go by as a national code now. And it takes another, like I said, even 3 years as being a lead plumber before you're eligible to become a master plumber. So it's like going to college, but even harder, because you're out there in the field. You're doing every aspect of plumbing, from digging a ditch, putting the pipes in, doing the layout.
I had to have a plumber years ago. I've run into the old pipes underneath the ground having to be replaced on 3 different homes now, including a condominium complex. And yeah, I couldn't imagine having to be out there digging that ditch in the Florida sun. And that's what they had to do. They had to dig the ditch. It was like 3 or 4 feet down to hit the pipes, and all the way throughout the yard. And
some of them can be deeper than that, Jamie. Sometimes you got to break up concrete.
Tree roots and everything were down there. Yeah.
Oh, yes. And that's just one aspect of it. You can go from bungalow plumbing, like little homes, to commercial buildings, to the big high-rise buildings, to the commercial, to the industrial. And I've done
You still out there digging the ditches, or do you sub that out to the younger generation now?
No, I have another plumber, and when it comes to digging the big ditches, we either use a machine.
You got the ditch diggers out there.
Or we have the laborers that will do that as well.
But you can't always get those machines into some of those places. So you got to dig them by hand, right?
I've never been afraid to go out there and dig a foxhole or dig a ditch.
Right.
And I got a bachelor's degree, but you know what? I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. Anybody too good to go out there and work is, they have an issue. I don't have any problems with it. I mean, there's
always a need for the plumber too. I mean, there's always something wrong with plumbing out there. So I saw in the news yesterday, Walmart has to shut down some stores because of plumbing issues. I think it was like 5 stores across the country. I think there's one locally as well. So you need to call up Walmart and offer your services. Tell them you're a radio contributor here, Charlie the plumber. Show them some of your videos and everything, and see if they'll bring you in.
You know, I'm so slammed with Jim Yeager and company that. I probably can't do that, but no, that's great. I mean, plumbing is something that we're always going to need. Plumbing is what keeps us healthy because, you know, if we were drinking the same water that we go to the bathroom in, we'd be a third world country. So, you know, a modern plumbing keeps us safe and keeps us healthy, Jamie.
Let's circle back around. We're talking about the PI to PI program, that something that Jim Yeager and Yeager and Company is putting out. We started talking about that, then we kind of got off onto some tangents there, as you tend to do. But let's rehash the PI to PI. This is Paris Island, the private industry, something that Jim Yeager is working to promote and start up. So let's talk more about that and how people can get involved with this.
Yeah, they can first of all call Jim Yeager at 727-375-0206. You can go to his website and get his phone numbers as well, Yeager and Company. And it's just his way of giving back. And Jim's been very fortunate. He's been blessed. He's done very well in the business world. And it's just his way of giving back to just not the Marines, but the private industry.
And who can help him out? Is he looking for not just the Marine veterans that are returning to private industry, but I mean he's going to be needing employers as well to be getting involved in this network. Talk to me a little bit about this.
Sure, the different companies from the construction companies to there's many private businesses that could highly benefit from these trained individuals. I mean, with their discipline, their ability to go in there and get the job done. Hey, to show up on time. How about that? You know, a lot of employees nowadays, it's hard just to get them motivated to do something. And the Marines, you know, most of them I know are all in great shape. They're all highly motivated, and they believe that there's nothing out there they can't do.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference between a military-trained worker versus somebody that hasn't been in the workforce. Just on just generally speaking, they are much more, adept to taking, instruction from the superiors. They show up on time. Something that the younger generation tends to kind of blow off. I see, but so definitely some advantages. But there's also a challenge sometimes with some of them that getting back into the workforce and the lack of structure and stuff versus being in the military that we see. And so this program is going to assist veterans with this.
Sure, certainly. And we want to do whatever we can do to help them out. And like I said, help the private industry out. Hey, in this way, we're helping out our country. We're just trying to give back.
Yeah, well, hey, that's just a great program, and thanks to Jim Yeager, again, of Yeager and Company for, helping out the veterans, and also thanks to you for your service, thanks to Jim for his service, and all the military veterans that are out there.
We appreciate that, Jamie, and when these veterans come back, a lot of them are looking to buy homes, too.
And then they call me, right?
Now, is this something you work with, too, the veterans with when they're buying a house with their VA
Yeah,
loans?
absolutely. The VA loan, something very underutilized, I think. A lot of veterans know about it, but they don't utilize it. So, yeah, with a VA loan, they get no down payment, buy a home with 100% financing. So, got to wrap it up, but, yeah, definitely can get some more information on that. Veterans out there, if they need any help with that, we'll get you in touch with a loan officer. They need to start with a loan officer and make sure they get their documentation that they need, their VA benefit and all that stuff. So, Charlie, thank you very much for being in studio with me today.
Thank you, Jamie. You're a great American. You're helping the veterans out, too. God bless you, brother.
Thank you very much. And that was Charlie Palavita of Palavita Plumbing on behalf of Yeager and Company with the Remodelers Corner, a weekly feature here on That Business Show every 8:30 here on That Business Show with Jamie Meloni. Also, thank you to William Schmensky, CEO of Socialfinity Marketing Group. Some great information on mobile marketing. Learn more about them over at socialfinity.com. Well, we've got to wrap this one up. Another great, highly entertaining show, and be sure to catch me in here weekdays at 8 a.m. on 1250 WHNZ on That Business Show with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business.